I took Jackson to a very long overdue doctor's appointment today.
You are going to have surgery. Bye guys, good luck. Good morning to you. How are you guys doing this morning? I have a question for you. Have you ever had something in the back of your throat that smells terrible and you don't know quite what it is? I've never had it, but apparently Ellie and now Jackson have. Tonsil stones are a terrible, the worst smelling thing in the entire world, and Jackson has been coughing them up a lot lately. So we've had an appointment scheduled for quite some time, and Ellie and Jackson are going to the doctor's appointment right now to go get that checked out and to see what the doctor thinks. Jackson historically has had so much phlegm and gunk and snot, and we think it's because of his giant tonsils and tonsil stones that are always in the back of his throat causing this. We want to check to see if it's something that we should and could have removed to help that, because sometimes at night, because of all of that phlegm that he has built up in his nose and throat, he doesn't sleep very well sometimes. He'll wake up and have to blow his nose. He's constantly blowing his nose, people. It happens all the time. Ellie kind of does the same thing, so I wonder if she should get her tonsils out. I know Bonnie and Joel both just had their tonsils out a few years ago, and I think it's been a lot better for them. Bonnie keeps talking about how much better Joel's breath smells, so hopefully that will happen to Jackson if this is what we end up doing with him. So I'm anxious to see what happens at the appointment. Stay tuned.
Hey, how do you feel?
Good.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
You gotta get these tonsils out, huh?
We threw rest in money. Bang, 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 bang. Hi.
Hey, good morning, Calvin. How are you?
Good.
You excited to learn today? What should we learn today?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe I'll teach you then. Good morning, young man. Did you get yourself some more breakfast? You found yourself a piece of bread and that's what you're having? I just noticed something as I was getting ready that just made me laugh so much. And I think I'm noticing things a lot with my hair because it's turning gray, but it has nothing to do with gray hair. So you know women, when they dye their hair and they don't get a haircut or dye it again for a while, they have what's called grow out. And with COVID happening, even with Ellie being our stylist or barber or whatever you call it, we don't get haircuts all that often just because we're busy doing other things. But I noticed that I have grow out. Ellie gave me a hard part the last time we got a haircut. And you can see, oh, right there. The little tiny little hairs right there, like they can't stick this way and they can't stick down. I have a hard part grow out, and I just think that's so funny because girls always talk about the grow out in their hair when they dye their hair, but I have a hard part grow out, and I think that means it's time for another haircut. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I never even realized that before because usually I'm so on top of haircuts. What do you think?
Oh, I was like,
time for another haircut?
yes, well I know, yeah. Yeah, we need a haircut.
Before we sit down and talk with Jackson about the appointment, do you have any initial thoughts?
Guys, he has to have a COVID test.
Oh no.
And when they told me that, I went, oh, and she goes, don't worry, for the kids it's just spit.
Oh,
I'm like,
phew. Wait, if it's for the kids,
I know.
why can't we do that?
So then I thought, wait, what?
So we're gonna sit down with Jackson and get all of the information because I think it's pretty crazy what's gonna happen.
I took Jackson to a very long overdue doctor's appointment today. I've actually scheduled one a while ago, and with the move, we had to cancel it. What did we do today?
We went to the doctor.
And what did we do?
We looked at my tonsils.
Ever since Jackson was little, I mean, this has been going on for years. He's just always congested and it upsets him, especially at night. And over the last few months, he has had a lot of tonsil stones. I'm going to put up a picture so you know if you don't want to see it, you should skip.
Yeah, let's give a 3, 2, 1 warning because this is nasty.
This is a picture of Jackson's latest tonsil stone. When the doctor saw it, I said, beware, you're going to have nightmares. He said, oh, Jackson, you have a teenager tonsil stone. And tonsil stones, he said, only get worse. He said, so I think that needs to come out. And he looked at his tonsils and he could see on one side it was really holy where you've had lots of stones in it.
You have a holy tonsil. You must be very holy.
What? That's not true. Jackson has scheduled the second week of October to get his tonsils out. By the time this video goes up, we may already be in getting it out.
When you were at the doctor appointment, did he say ah, and did you open your mouth? Like that? Here, let me see. You know what's crazy? I have never known what a tonsil stone was. I didn't know they existed because I never had them. My siblings never had them. At least I never knew about it. So when Ellie talked about it, I was like, what? And then Bonnie, I think, still got them before her tonsils got taken out. Did she get them as
I have
an
no
adult?
idea.
But she would always talk about it. And I was like, what the heck are you guys talking about? And then Jackson would start getting these white little balls to come out of his mouth.
No. White, large balls.
I mean, they're big.
The doctor said they're like snowballs, but made out of shredded skin. But really tiny.
Oh, yours are not that tiny. Yours are pretty big. But that's a really nice way of saying...
like that big or something.
Well, that's a really nice way of saying something that's really stinky and gross and calcified grossness. You are going to have surgery. Did you know that?
They put me to sleep and make me numb.
Yeah, they'll do all of that. So you probably won't even realize it. But it means that you're going to be in bed for a while, and that we'll probably have some ice cream and watch movies together.
You probably won't want to even eat because you'll be sore.
Boston got his taken out. So I think one of these days it would be so cool to call your cousin Boston and ask him what it was like. And be like,
hey, Boston, what's up, cousin? It's been a long time since I've talked to you. What was it like when you got your tonsils out?
And then he'll say,
"So Jackson, I'm doing really good. When I got my tonsils out, it was like..."
And then he would tell you.
Cool, man. See you later.
Click. Do kids hold their phones like this, or do they do it like this? How do you hold a phone?
I go like that.
You go like this. Ask your kids how they would hold a phone and see if they do it like this or like this. Tommy does it like this and Calvin does it like this.
Calvin does go like that.
I spent most of my day getting ready for tomorrow. I'm going to set up the camera and I'm going to make a video of me canning salsa. And so I have all my cans laid out, all my veggies, everything ready to go. And then tonight I'm actually going to make a batch so I can eat tonight to add a few things to see if I like it. So that's what I'm up to for the rest of the night. This is worthy of mentioning. How do you like your pancakes?
Thin.
Same here. How do you like your salsa? My eyes are burning!
The onions, the goggles, they do nothing!
I was telling Jared I'm testing out a batch of salsa tonight before I actually can it tomorrow. And my mom just hand cuts and hand chops all of her veggies really fine, but it's still kind of chunky. And I really love salsa that you could like drink. I want it like you just dip the chip and it's like pureed. Pureed?
Yeah, my dad loves, he like scoops like those Ritz crackers, he'll fill up an entire Ritz cracker and then eat the salsa that way. I'm so lame with food. Like I'm so lame.
No, you're not. You're just like a dip.
I just dip it in there. I am a dip because I just dip. Like,
and same here. Like I really just love it. So I've never tried those. I'm gonna put it in the blend tech. See how it goes. This turned out great. I just pulsed all of the veggies and then I blanched the 2 tomatoes and I'm going to cook it a little bit more. I think it's ready to can. Tomorrow, my first batch, I am going to shred the vegetables a lot longer. And then I'm just gonna hand squeeze the tomatoes so it's not so liquidy. That way the veggies are as fine as I want, but the tomatoes don't over shred.
Boy, I am not sure where the night went, but it is late. And every time I rub my eyes, I think about when I had LASIK eye surgery and how much that was like one of the greatest things I've ever done for myself ever. I think about it nearly every day when I wake up in the morning and I can see. Oh, it's just the best. my eyes are tired. I've been working on a computer all day today. And one thing that I've been thinking about a lot is Jackson's going to be having tonsil surgery. And I potentially am going to be having hip surgery. We're going to be surgery buddies together. It'll be nice to be able to prep Jackson. I've never had tonsil surgery, but it'll be nice to be able to prep him for the event of surgery, to walk with him. He asked me today, he's like, are they gonna have to put me to sleep and then take my tonsils out? Will I feel anything? And it'll be nice to be able to walk him through that and show him, you know, it's safe, it's good, and this is gonna help you feel better. In Bonnie's words, your breath will smell better. I'm excited for him. It's gonna be great. Ellie said that his doctor was just the sweetest towards him, so this is gonna be a good thing for Jackson, and I'm excited for him. And we'll have lots of ice cream and movies together as he recovers. Have you guys ever had tonsil surgery? I would love to know how it went for you or your kid. How was recovery? Was it quick? I know the older you get, the longer recovery can potentially take. That's why a lot of people have tonsil surgery when they're younger. So I'm hoping it's a quick recovery, but I want to know your experience. How did it go for you or your kids? But that's going to be it from us, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. Wish us luck with all of our surgeries that we have this year, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.